6 months ago, my i20 N line got stolen. And I followed 6 easy steps and I got 100% of my insurance claim back. That too within 2 months. I posted a video about it. You can check it out here or here. In the end of that video, I said that I've already purchased a new vehicle after getting my claim. And now that you can see the thumbnail and the description, you already know. It's a Mahindra BE6 Formula Edition. Here is how it looks. So, firstly, let me tell you one thing very clearly. This is not at all a review of the car, and I'm not telling you the features and everything. This video is also not for everyone. This is for that niche and those particular people who have almost finalized the Mahindra BE6, that too Formula Edition, but they are wondering, did I take the right decision? Am I doing the right thing? So first I'm going to tell you why EV. And then second, why only BE6? And third, even in BE6, why the Formula Edition? So first, let's talk about why EV. Well, EV was never even in my consideration set because I am a petrol head. My i20 N line got stolen, and then the other car that I drive is a Volkswagen Polo TSI 1.0 2022 Stage 2 free flow exhaust, pops and bangs and everything. So I'm a petrol head. I have been against EV. But, when I actually decided to spend 20 to 25 lakhs on a car, then I considered various cars of various fuel types. During that research, I prepared a Google sheet. Now, that sheet compares the true cost of ownership over a prolonged period of time, say 5 years or 7 years, between an EV and a petrol car. And the difference between the cost of true ownership between an EV and petrol car surprised me. And that sheet helped me decide that, okay, no petrol car in 2026, I'm gonna go ahead and get an EV. Now, other thing is that since this is my first EV car, I was very reluctant to actually buy it. Because what happened is that every time I opened social media, I would see tons of videos, be it on Instagram or YouTube or wherever. I would see tons of videos wherein people would be complaining about EV cars catching fire, or maybe they are stranded in the middle of the road, or guns being stuck, charging issues, range issues and everything. But trust me, once you actually own it, because now I own it, it is so easy. It's just that there is a lot of noise out there and there is a lot of confusion, which is actually keeping people away from getting their first EV. But that should not be the case. Trust me on this, right from setup to installation to infrastructure to every tiny bit of thing that you find complex right now, once you own it, it's as easy as this. So don't worry about it. Hence, number one, EV. Now, why only BE6 and not some other car? There is no one perfect car for everyone. We all are unique. We all have our own unique tastes, preferences, choices, interests, and everything. So no matter what you end up buying, there will always be that one person who would tell you, why didn't you get this one? This made more sense. Yeah, maybe, but for you, not for me. So same thing. While I was out in the market buying the car, 99.9% I was convinced that I need a BE6, only because as a tech guy, I'm running a tech channel, AJ9017. BE6 was the perfect thing for me. A car that looks modern, way ahead of its time, and plus 283 bhp and a rear wheel drive. For a car guy in this price range, I would say this is mind boggling. So I was 99.9% convinced. But then one part of me said, hey Ayush, don't you think the new Sierra EV makes more sense? It has more boot space, it is more comfortable for the family and everything, and it is also a little bit faster. So why not a Tata Sierra? Well, how I decide a car is that after I've parked it, if I am again and again looking back at it while I'm going to wherever I'm going, then that's the car that I should own. And for me, BE6 was that car, and maybe for me, Sierra wouldn't have been that car. So now, why FE and not Pack 2, Pack 3, Batman Edition, or something else? I'll be honest, I hated how BE6 FE looked from the front. I couldn't stand the look of it. I mean, I found the bumper very unproportional, if that's the right word. I mean, round lights and sharper designs everywhere else. It didn't make sense to me. Last 2-3 days, when I was almost finalizing my purchase, coincidentally, one Formula Edition car was there in the dealership. And oh my God, outside, I agree, it was an ugly car. But as soon as I stepped in, I lost my mind. This all black interior with all these hints of orange and red. This was the most beautiful interior for me. I mean, see, I'm the guy who is coming from i20 N-Line and a Volkswagen Polo. I have a thing for all black interiors and some sporty accents in it. So when I looked FE3 from the inside, I was like, I don't care about the exterior anymore. I want this car. I mean, you look at it. As soon as you step in, you see these red orangish accents everywhere. Be it the door strap, or maybe the start and stop button, or maybe the navigation pad, or whatever you want to call it. And also the UI. And even if it is not the real Alcantara or carbon fiber, and of course you cannot even expect it in a 20 to 25 lakh rupees car, but the quality of the materials that are used are pretty decent. I cannot complain about it. Everywhere inside the car, it doesn't let you forget that you are driving a special edition Formula E car, because you would see that the Formula E branding is almost everywhere, be it on the dashboard, or be it on the seat belt buckles, or be it on the seats and everywhere else. And not just inside, also on the outside, you would notice the bigger 20-inch alloys, and then all these tire stickers and decals. And now, the day I was getting this car, I was fixated on this idea that, okay, I'm gonna remove these decals, I'm gonna remove these tire stickers. And I asked my sales guy that, hey, I just cannot stand this bumper from the front, but is there a possibility that I can get the regular BE6 bumper in it, do some mods and anything, and make it somehow work with this car? He said, sir, I cannot promise you, but I'll try to do my best. And having experience with mods for i20 N-Line and Volkswagen Polo, I thought that I would be able to pull it off eventually. But it's been 1 and 1.5 months of the ownership of this car, and for some weird reason, I've started liking it. I mean, I do not have this urge of changing the bumper anymore. And also the decals. It is very loud, it is very flashy, and even the choice of color, the red. I'm not even sure who am I anymore. And you would not believe me. Everywhere I have gone, be it shopping malls or a coffee place or wherever, people would look at it. People would click pictures, people would shoot videos, people would ask questions about the car. And as soon as someone steps inside the car, they totally lose their mind. Because the interiors, I'm telling you, this is different from a regular BE6. And this thing, I mean, FE is a limited production model. This is not gonna, you'll not see it as much as you see the normal BE6. So there I kind of like that exclusivity kind of a thing, that not that this will still remain a very uncommon car on the road, which I like. And but this comes with a demerit that with spare parts and everything, it's gonna be an issue. But I don't know. You only live once. So I decided to get this one. And until now, I would say I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy. Now, after this 1 month of ownership, what I have realized is that this car is fully tech loaded. So every single day, it's like I'm learning new things about this car. So what I have started doing is that I've joined the Reddit community and then the official WhatsApp community, wherein whatever I find, I try to share it there in the group. So I've thought of making these small videos wherein whatever I used to type on Reddit or maybe in WhatsApp groups, I'll make short videos with FAQs or maybe step-by-step guides, and I'll keep on sharing with you guys. So I'm gonna end this video on this one note. This is, I guess, my 4th or 5th car in my 33 years of age. And seeing your car, driving your car, chilling in your car, it gives you happiness. But there is that one moment that gives you the core memory of your lifetime, which is taking your family to the dealership, watching them smile, giggle, laugh, all that pride in their eyes for themselves, for you. These are very beautiful moments. And if your heart says that you want to get a car, get it. I know all those things that financial influencers tell you, they're right. Do not exceed your budget, do not go crazy, and do not go on a financial suicide. But the car which you can comfortably own, even if it doesn't make sense to anybody else, go and get it. You only live once. Go out, make your family proud, and drive what you've always dreamed of. You are watching AJ9017. This was my time. See you in the next one. Bye.